Hey, thanks for clicking on the video. This is going to be another episode of Reforge Gaming talking about Scorn, the game, the exclusive Xbox game. The release date has been addressed on Twitter by the official account, as well as there's gameplay I want to look at with you. It's a strange mashup of gameplay, so I wanted to get reaction from the audience as well, see what they think, see if they're noticing some of the things I'm noticing as well about the Scorn gameplay. If you like these discussions as well as the topics, be sure to hit subscribe. That way you're here for them. Don't forget to check out Reforge Radio, where we cover news. This is more about a single topic. We will be covering the God of War Ragnarok latest news that just got announced today. I'm going to bring over everybody from this morning's live stream, which was about Hogwarts Legacy, looking like it might get some PlayStation exclusive treatment. And so we covered that this morning along with Avatar as well. There's some other games that we are anticipating that happening with. So I'm going to go ahead and redirect everybody over from this morning, and then I want to dive right into my commentary on this in our usual update fashion. This is a Reforge update. Scorn, the exclusive horror game for Xbox, its release date has been locked in, as well as its gameplay analysis I want to talk about. So I want to confirm the date for you. I want to talk about its delay. It was a spicy delay. I don't know if you saw when this game got delayed. It was interesting. And then I want to talk about why I think the gameplay looks unique. First and foremost, we pulled this from Game Rant. The anticipated indie title Scorn by Ebb Software is said to still be on track for release this year, 2022. So those of you that are on the Xbox platform, it's not been the greatest year for you with Starfield and Redfall getting kicked out of 2022. It's looking pretty thin, but if you're looking forward to this indie title, it is still said to be on track. It was confirmed on Twitter. There was somebody in response, they were saying something about it getting delayed. They said, I hope Scorn game won't get delayed. Really looking forward to this game. And then Scorn game replied. The official Twitter account did reply, and they had the following to say: we're still on track for launching this October. So they are looking at an October 2022 launch date, and they are looking at holding that. Now, it's been long in development as well as being anticipated. More from Game Rant. Ebb originally made the announcement back in 2014, so it's been in development for several years at this point. It was considered one of the most anticipated horror games of 2021, up there with Back 4 Blood, Dying Light 2, and Resident Evil Village. However, like so many games these days, Scorn was in fact delayed one time. After a long time in development, Ebb Software was originally due to release the game in August of 2021. However, Scorn was pushed back to 2022. It was a spicy delay, though. It wasn't just a normal delay. I don't know if I've ever seen a delay quite like this. There was some controversy after the delay was announced, with the studio posting a, quote, hostile message on its Kickstarter page, stating that anyone unhappy about the delay could request their funds back, adding that it was, quote, just a game. I understand the pressures of development can get to people, and the frustration of the public's response to things like this can start to really wear on people, but this was sort of a misstep. They did apologize, however. Not long after this, Ebb Software apologized for the outburst aimed at the Scorn community. The company's creative director, Ljubomir Peklar, I know I messed that up, sorry, issued a follow-up statement saying that he accepted responsibility for the outburst. So they were, they actually accepted it. I don't know if I would call that hostile, just saying, listen, it's just a game. If you're unhappy, then you can request a refund. There needs to be some context here. They were likely responding to hostile users that were upset about the delay. We've seen delays historically get very negative response from the public. Hello Games got death threats when it delayed No Man's Sky. That was before everybody accused them of being terrible and awful and a bunch of liars, but that is generally not something that you see. You don't see people be, extremely kind about a delay, so they were likely responding to hostility. I didn't find their quote-unquote outburst all that hostile. Now, I do think the gameplay looks like a strange mashup of sort of the zoomed-in FOV of horror games. They like to keep it zoomed in. It adds that intensity. It enables you to sort of be surprised when you turn to the left or the right. But it's also mashed up with FPS mechanics, first-person shooter mechanics, very much inspired by Doom and Alien. H.R. Giger, the artist that inspired the look of the Xenomorphs in the Alien franchise. And I think it looks unique. I'm not sold on it yet. We're going to do a gameplay breakdown over on Reforge Gaming in the live environment. So if you're watching this on Updates, be sure to head over there if you like live streams and longer breakdowns. As always on Updates, hit subscribe and the bell button, and I'll see you in the next one. And I'll see the rest of you right now. Let's break this down. There's something about this gameplay. I can't quite put my finger on it. Maybe it's too cinematic. Maybe it's too slow. What do you guys think of this gameplay? It also seems dark. Like I can't see anything. I'm sure that's on purpose. I'm sure that's a cinematic thing. They want it to be kind of spooky. But I think it looks dope. I think it looks really, really dope. But there is something about the movement, the motion, and the FOV that I'm a little iffy on. I'm still a little iffy on that. I think blending a horror game with first-person shooter mechanics could pose some challenges with immersion, fluidity, with the wanting the game to feel good, wanting it to flow well. Are they hiding frame rate performance issues? We've already seen reports about the Xbox Series S having memory issues, and are games like this, in a potential problem with just high fidelity graphics and very, very unique environments running smooth on the Series S. Yeah, we were looking at Scorn gameplay. The Scorn release date was essentially confirmed by the official Scorn Twitter account, saying it is still on track to land in October of this year. You can see here the combat. And again, I'm always a little concerned when the person in charge of moving just doesn't do much. They're moving extremely slow and not giving you those quick scans and quick pans. Which I know that's common in trailers. I'm not going to fault them for that. But even in the combat, it seems as if they're not even really responding, which is always a little concerning. It's like, well, are you slow? Is it sluggish? Or are you just showing things off? I'm going to chalk it up to them just showing things off. I'm not going to fault them for it. But it does cause my eyebrows to go up a little bit like, what's that? Nothing screams horror game in this. More of a puzzle, survival, Quake, Doom style game. It's being described as an indie horror title, so... Scorn looks too slow for most gamers. This is a niche title, says Jason. Doom and Dead Space mashup. Let's not talk about the PlayStation issues and the things that they lacked and lacked support for on launch. I mean, that has no relevance on this game or the Series S as a potential Trojan horse of the Microsoft platform. Doesn't seem like horror to me. Not running, just strolling along wrong. Yeah. Give the dude a break for moving slow. He is scared. If this had horror, maybe it could be like the first-person Dead Space. Doesn't seem horror to me. Yeah, it's an indie title. Dear Mr. YouTube, please stop defaulting to 360. Yeah, it's probably good that they default to 360. It really helps with the strain on the servers. People watching those DIY videos that are like 4 minutes long or little short clips that are like 2 minutes long, defaulting to lower resolution is actually better for server strain. How many millions of people a day don't hit the servers for as much? Albatross Lono, a Trojan horse is a secret weapon. But a Trojan horse is something that attacks from the inside. It's seen as a gift, but it attacks from the inside. Why would you say albatross instead? This ain't much Doom, it's slower than Doom. I don't think it feels like a Doom. It feels like... I'm trying to... It's almost like layers of... It feels like Layers of Fear in Doom had a baby. Real creepy, slow-moving, FOVs zoomed in, so you can't really see what's around every corner. Guys, remember, new stream, so please make sure and switch to the live chat and then smash that like button. Let's get a very quick 100 likes. There's a lot of you already in here, so thank you for being here. If you're just new and tuning in, we are looking at Scorn gameplay, and the gameplay is not necessarily new, but the release date was newly confirmed yesterday by the Scorn Twitter account, saying that their October release date, they are still on pace to hit that. Because it's dragging down the Xbox ecosystem. Trojan horse depends on what side you're on. It's like a self-inflicted Trojan horse. Like, I don't know. Yeah, maybe I need a better metaphor. When Sony implements those same features, they will do better. Yo, member train. Mitch McDonald just hit a 7th month milestone on his membership. He's asking for a member train. So if you're not a member or you've got a renewal, throw one at me right now and let's see if we can't get one going. We really, really want to see those member numbers go up for those member-only streams and Madam streams. It reminds me of the first Prey game without the gravity shifts. Corey says, please don't take this as an insult, but this game looks worse every time they show it. Definitely a pass from me. Why does it look worse every time they show it? Self-inflicted Trojan horse is perfect. Okay, I'll start saying that. This game is giving me some vibes through all of the contraptions. Well, that would definitely line up with H.R. Giger, or Geiger, however you're supposed to say it. His artwork got very xenomorph, very kind of sexual sometimes. And it got a little weird. And that is 100% the inspiration for this game's art direction. What in the H.R. Giger is this? Where's the xenomorphs? Right. Yeah, my brother knows that reference. Anybody should if you follow the Aliens franchise ever. Prey was a great game and the ending blew my mind. I felt like the combat in Prey got super annoying. I don't know. I felt like it didn't get hard. It got annoying. There was death that didn't feel challenging. It just felt like a nuisance in that game. It's an exclusive, so Microsoft has trust in it. Might be a good game. Every time they show it, it looks a little worse, especially the latest trailer was very boring. When was the latest trailer? Doom, because this is a gameplay trailer that's slightly older. Game Pass would be Pandora's box. They open it up not realizing all the evil it would unleash. For those that care, Borderlands 3 is free on the Epic Game Store. Anybody who uses the Epic Game Store, be sure to use code Lono when you check out. It supports me. If you're buying V-Bucks, if you're buying a game, obviously if you're downloading something for free, that doesn't do anything for me. But always remember, code Lono over there in the Epic Game Store. I'm not concerned with the Series S. It's the lowest barrier for entry out of the new consoles to get into the mainstream of gaming. They will not be giving up on that console. Distorted, I've got a couple of questions for you then, because you're looking at it from that end of the telescope, and I'm looking at it from the other end. I'm thinking like a developer. I'm imagining I'm Bethesda. I'm imagining I'm Ebb, and I'm working on Scorn, right? Imagine the guys working on this Scorn gameplay having to deal with the S and the memory issues. Imagine working on Starfield and having to work around that. What are you going to do? Because this game looks really, really cool. The lighting, the fog, the particle effects, the environments, it looks dope. But what are you going to do with this game on a system that's having performance problems? Maybe they revise the Series S console like the Nintendo Switch did to have a better battery? I mean, maybe. What do you do about all the people out there? How long is this game expected to be? They have not said. It is described as a horror indie title that is on pace to launch October of this year. They did say that. This is on pace to land in October of this year. So it is on schedule. For Xbox fans, that's encouraging. They need some games to land this year. Now, Scorn is not some big AAA title. It is an indie title. Now, that's not a problem, but that just for perspective. Scorn. Now, somebody here is doing an old gameplay trailer versus new. So that's opening doors. So, okay, let's see the comparison. I don't know why they're doing this. I wonder, are they saying that the game looks worse now? Somebody in chat was saying the game looks worse now. Is that, that's obviously highly detailed, right? So there they are opening the door. And what's this? Is this the latest? So I'm assuming that they're showing us old versus new each time. Yeah, the device looks bigger and more detailed. So it looks like they've stripped down key, upgrade, and console. Okay, so he's upgrading his key. All right. They're not showing me. Is it in the corner? Am I in the way? No, they're not telling me what's old, what's new. You have to put that in the overlay. Gameplay seems slow and uninspired, says Corey. It doesn't seem to be generic FPS set in a grotesque world. Maybe the game has an interesting premise. Based on what they have shown, it looks bad to me. Everything looks worse now, I told ya. So this is going to be one of those games where they swung for the fences graphically and then they realized that they couldn't do it. If you're just tuning in, we're checking out Scorn gameplay. The Scorn release date was confirmed on Twitter by them. Kiwis die in one shot. Okay. Kiwis die in 2 shots and dodge. So it looks like they're upping maybe some of the enemy intelligence and health. Maybe. Can't expect Doom level from this dev. I'm confused. What are you confused about? This game would be good 10 years ago. I think we have to remember it's an indie company. I think we have to remember that. I don't want to be hard on them. I think there's cool stuff here. I think we need to remember it's indie. You got to have that perspective. Like an indie film versus a non-indie film, you know what I mean? You're just going to have lower budgets. Okay, so he's got his arm attachment here. All right. Man, those slow turns are freaking brutal. Those slow turns are so brutal. Guys, we need 26 more likes to hit the 100 like mark. I love hitting 100 likes really quick on a video. It's super helpful. If you're enjoying the show and you came over from the first show, make sure and do that. I kind of like that reloading. That's kind of dope. It takes for freaking ever, though. My gosh. This is definitely not going to be a run and gun game. Okay. Yeah, you are not running and gunning. Oh my word. Reloading is like, it's like he's putting on a pair of shoes. Takes forever. Looking forward to this game, says Willie. How to call lifts. Okay, so they're doing comparisons here of old versus new. Oh yeah, this is definitely the new because he shoves his hand in. If I can't up the sensitivity, I'm out. What is this game? Brand new or is it a remake? It looks dated. It's brand new. I don't think it looks dated. I think it looks like they chose a very specific art style. That's like saying Borderlands looks dated, right? You know, you have to look at the art style. It's like an H.R. Giger painting come to life. Do you know what I mean? 9 more likes for 100 likes. Come on, guys. Let's hustle on those likes. Scorn guy is now always prepared. Okay. Scorn guy is now always prepared. Worm, ceiling, light, and appearance. Okay. Oh, gosh. Why did they have to call it that? Overall, the whole feel of the game wasn't that cool in the latest trailer. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing here with the slowdown. This game looks freaky and creepy. Would play. Too bad any Windows 10 machine I have access to probably isn't beefy enough. No, certainly not. This will be a tough game. This is gonna be that's gonna be a beefy game. Hey, we know that stream. That's from this morning. What horror games are fast-paced and action-packed? You keep saying indie games, but it's my bias. It's my bias that many Sony indie games like Sifu, Kina at first, and Fist are just, how do I say, better? Crossfire X, Gunk, and this. I'm not impressed. Just an opinion. Yeah, I kind of agree with Barrier. I think you guys are being extremely quick to jump to conclusions. Are there any new Scorn trailers though? Let me do a search here. Let me see if I can find any new ones. Because the one we watched at the beginning was a year ago. They have trailers going back 4 years. 4 years ago. Now, I'm always scared to use other people's stuff. Scorn release date trailer. IGN posted this 5 months ago. This guy has like a demo, but I'm always nervous to show it because I don't want him to like claim the video. Because we're having a good start. We have a lot of people here. If you're enjoying the content, man, thanks for smashing like and subscribe. So this is the release date trailer that IGN put up. I don't know why it's stuttering like that. That might be YouTube. What the frick? That has to be YouTube. That is horrible. He said, "Welcome to Scorn. I've got creepy pregnant women. That was what he said. What's the goal of this game? I don't know. It looks like the goal of the game is survive. I truly don't know. And they haven't. I don't know if they've said. That was it. That was it. That was the trailer. And then there's this. Hang on a minute. There's got to be people with footage that we're not going to get blasted for. Yeah, a year ago there was 13 minutes of exclusive Xbox gameplay that GameSpot put up. Hang on a minute. Okay. Didn't we already... This is what we already watched, isn't it? So they just... No, you just re-uploaded it and put your freaking watermark on it. No. Yeah, that's a year old. That's what we already watched. So we might as well just... Let's loop it one more time. Well, hang on. Because this guy 8 days ago uploaded footage. I swear... Scorn demo new and remastered, AI upscaled. Oh, he's upscaling the footage. So that guy's just taking existing footage and just upscaling it. That's all he's doing. All right, let me make sure it's in 4K. All right, we'll give it another watch here. They have all the trailers there. Scorn is not a reason to buy Xbox, just saying. No, nobody's arguing that. By that I mean, is it seeking to be fast-paced, hellish horror, or is it tight-quartered, intense isolation? I don't think anything they've shown me would make me think it's fast-paced. I think it's tight quarters, like creepy, scary, like unsettling. I don't know if it's going to be jump scare. It's definitely not going to be fast-paced or adrenaline. It's going to be tight quarters, just creepy, unsettling. You know, isolation. Yeah, you're isolated. It's not dismissive to be unimpressed by a game with slow gameplay footage which has been in development for years. But if it's the gameplay style, there's plenty of games I've played where I'm not zipping around and running around. Layers of Fear is an example. I didn't zip around that game. I moved really, really slow. You know, you got guys like that on the walls that could bite your hand off. You know, you might not move. You know, might not move very fast. In Void Train, you build and expand your own train while traveling through the void in solo or online co-op with up to 4 players. Void Train. Oh, they got Markiplier to play it. Let me know if I can be of any further help. Have a lovely day. Have a lovely day. Since early access in August, Void Train has sold over 100,000 copies. Send me a code or get out of my inbox. Here we go. Paul's got the description. Thank you, Paul. I've got some game descriptions for you guys here. Some gameplay features. Thank you, Paul. It is designed around the idea of being thrown into the world. Isolated and lost inside this dreamlike world, you will explore different and interconnected regions in non-linear fashion. The unsettling environment is a character itself. Every location contains its own theme, story, puzzles, and characters that are integral in creating a cohesive world. Throughout the game, you will open up new areas, acquire different skill sets, weapons, various items, and try to comprehend the sights presented to you. Gameplay features. Cohesive lived-in world. Scorn takes place in an open-ended world with different interconnected regions. Each region is a maze-like structure with various rooms and paths to discover. All the storytelling happens in-game with no cutscenes to distract you from the grisly reality of the living, breathing world you're in. But keep your eyes open. The game won't show you any sympathy if you miss something important on your uneasy travels. Everything has a reason and a purpose. You just need to work out what it is. Full body awareness is another key feature. Players will experience better immersion being aware of the character's body and movement. Interaction with the world is realistic. Objects are picked up with your hands instead of just floating in mid-air. Machines and instruments are operated by grabbing the controls. I can already hear Butters talk about VR. There will also be inventory and ammo management as a gameplay key feature. your inventory and ammo management is defined and limited. It plays a big role in keeping the player in an even greater state of awareness throughout the whole game. Players will have to think about when to fight and when to take cover, and how their actions affect the world around them. Different playstyles will be needed to advance. So it seems like it's sort of you're thrown into the world, it's crazy, and you've got to figure out, your way around and, through everything. I wonder if it's going to have like a Metroidvania feel. You know what I mean? Told you it should have been a VR. I can already hear Sven saying he really likes this game. Void Train was one I had originally suggested for you and Hilly, but it's not a chill and let things happen kind of a co-op game. It's like Raft, but on an interdimensional train. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Doomslayer. It could be a little Metroidvania, like you go and get abilities and go back to other rooms and areas and solve different puzzles. It looks here like he's filling out a thing. He's like making these. Oh no, he got ammo maybe. That little thing like holds all of his ammo potentially. I'm not quite sure. Okay, Derek has a question. Do these videos we're watching not have audio? I'm curious if the ambient sound is more creepy. Oh yeah, let's give us some audio. Hang on. I tend to just let my music go. Okay, I can only take so much of that. Jiminy Christmas. It's like gross ASMR. That's really good sound design. All praise to the sound designers. I think the sound design completely changes the experience. Like, we're sitting here listening to, like, synthwave, and you're listening to me talk over the footage. But, buddy, you turn that sound on, it's a very, very different experience. Is that not safe for work? Only if you're old enough to know what it looks like. Sound effects? Yeah. Dude straight up stuck it. Yeah. It's not bad for something I don't have to pay extra for on Game Pass. Game definitely seems better with the sound on. Oh yeah. That gave me some shivers, not gonna lie. I just like the ambient sounds. They talked about dev hell. Oh, did they? So the developers talked about development hell. Development hell is a term that is thrown around quite often. It should be used on projects that change their core idea or scope mid-dev and can't adjust to. That does not apply to our products for the most part. In our case, a lot of mistakes were made and we'll make more in the future. But it's a normal process for a new, inexperienced team. Everything that was done up until the middle of 2018 has been reworked. 90% of it completely scrapped. It's about making it what we want it to be, not releasing it just because we gave some arbitrary release date. If it's not ready, it's not ready. Why would people want to play something that the developers think is not up to par? Yeah, I mean, I have to say that it sounds to me like they're taking a good approach. It sounds like they're taking a good approach. They're not just slapping the game together. They're admitting that the game, had issues. Up to 2018, everything that they had worked on had to be scrapped. So I fully understand why it's been in development for so long. But I do think they're good to point out that, like, development hell is not a term you can just throw around haphazardly, right? Like, there's more to it than that. You know what I mean? Big Limbo vibes with the sound, excellent atmosphere improvement. I would play this right now. Can't believe a few guys made this. They did good. I don't know if I'm spending money on it. Yeah, what size is the team? Do we know that? Use headphones? Oh, I can 100% see me playing this on stream with headphones on and being just grossed out and scared the whole dadgum time. That's why it looks different. Yeah, it looks different because they had to start all the way over. So if you go back and look at 4- and 5-year-old footage, of course it looks different. They were probably doing things that they couldn't maintain, like texture detail, lighting detail. This video would be way better without this whiny clown's commentary. Oh, man. Oh, you're talking about me. I thought you were talking about yourself. Because I think our chat would be better without your commentary. Yeah. I think that's easy to predict. Play this in the dark by yourself with closed back headphones. Yes. We scrapped 90%. And we'll make more mistakes. A bit sketchy, TBH. It just sounds honest, right? That sounds honest to the development cycle of games. Google says a team of 10. I mean, look, man, if 10 people are building this, I'm going to cut them a whole lot of slack. Wait, let's see where he goes from here. Oh, yeah, I mean, I like playing with my food, Zubair, so I'm fully open to seeing what really thoughtful intellectual comeback he comes up with. Paul says they have 50 full-time staff. Ebb Studio has had 10 full-time employees. Paul's saying 50. You guys are saying 10. There's a big difference between 10 and 50. If you were saying 15 and somebody was like saying 10 and 50 is a big difference. It's still indie, but 10 is small. I'll cut him slack. Doesn't mean I buy the game. Yeah, I don't expect everybody to buy it. Certainly not. I think it looks super creative, personally. Doesn't mean that I'm going to play it to completion, but this definitely would be fun for an afternoon of just getting creeped out. I like playing games like that. If you guys are just tuning in, we are taking a look at Scorn gameplay. The Scorn release date was essentially confirmed by the official Twitter account. They said they are still on track to release in October of this year. So October of 2022 is their targeted launch window. Company. Ebb Software was founded in 2013 by a group of highly motivated individuals with the sole purpose of creating a different breed of video game. Currently, Ebb has 50 full-time team members as well as a number of freelance artists it cooperates with. That's decent sized. That's still pretty small. When you're under 100, you're just pretty small. This game reminds me of one of those weird alien-like dreams where you can't put it into words. Yeah, it's inspired by H.R. Giger's work. Tap the like button. Yeah, if you're enjoying the show, tap like, hit subscribe so you can talk in the chat. Consider becoming a member. We've gotten one new member today. The gaming news is a little dry right now, so we're grabbing what we can, and we thought Xbox deserved a little bit of a showing since lately we've been kind of hard on that platform. I said that I put up a short today saying I am not a Sony fanboy. I am not, and yet it might seem like it. So I thought, all right, well, let's give Xbox some love. You know, they've got an indie title still slated and on time coming this year that I actually think I do. I think it looks good. The thing is, not all games are being created to be game of the year. As long as it's a good experience, count me in. Game looks pretty bad. I don't think it looks bad at all. I think it looks good for what it is. It doesn't look like it's set out to be some crazy fast, intense experience. Afternoon, everyone, back again. Welcome back, King Salty. All right, let's poll the chat. Let's poll the chat. Scorn gameplay. Scorn gameplay. What do you think? Looks good. Looks good, looks average, looks bad. I like dark themed games like this. I tend to lean into games that have aesthetics like this. Zubair says, I'm not a Sony fanboy, but I think everything they do is right, and I will fight you people to the death in defense of my lord Sony. So, like I was saying, not a fanboy, not at all. No, I was pretty harsh. I was actually really hard on Sony over the Forbidden West stuff when they weren't going to honor the free upgrade. I was really hard on them. And then I was hard on the fans that took advantage of it. New Tiny Tina Wonderlands DLC Glutton's Gamble is available now. We missed out on playing that game periodically because the search volume was just so terrible because you couldn't call it Borderlands. It was so hard to cover that game. It was extremely hard to cover that game. Okay, so we got our premiere set for the day. Perfect. Love to see it. Well, here we come. Here we come. Pretty early schedule over there, but that's okay because on radio. Looks good. I hate it so quickly. It must be doing something right. Still looks like a Game Pass game. Yo, what's good, Mike on the mic? I'm gonna have to look up the visual artist later. This is totally unique looking. Oh, you mean the person that inspired it, like H.R. Giger? Because H.R. Giger, all of his artwork is what inspired the Xenomorphs of Aliens. What does Game Pass game mean? It's kind of like when everybody looked at the new She-Hulk footage, they said it looked like a CW show. Too many bugs to this day in Wonderlands. It has bugs? I've not heard about bugs, but I heard the first DLC was really disappointing. I'm a Sony fanboy, but I own an Xbox because I love Halo and Gears. Also, I want Xbox to be successful because competition drives creativity. When Ebb Software scrapped everything, the same year Microsoft made this game exclusive. Connection? No, I don't think it's connected, no. It might be slightly connected, where it's like, well, let's just start over. If we're going to, like, they were probably already looking at starting over because they said they made mistakes. They said they made mistakes, so it's possible that they were also like, if we're going to be building for one platform, it'll really simplify things. Doesn't look at all like a CW show. There wasn't one instance of someone saying, "Can I talk to you in the hallway?" Let's take a look at the poll. What do you guys think of this Scorn gameplay? Take our poll at the top of the chat. Looks good, looks average, looks bad. Only 100 votes so far, so get your vote cast. We want to hear what you think. Emotional damage. Hellfire hitting a 15-month milestone as a member, renewing. Thank you so much, says Frick. Welcome on in. Thank you to anybody who's done memberships recently, new and old. Thank you to all the new subs. Subbing to the channel is free, so is smashing the like button. Let's try to have a scrappy second stream right now. Let's try to get 200 likes super fast. Let's get some new members as well. Not sure of any other severe bugs, just content is lacking. Wonderlands has seen some bad inventory bugs where item thumbnails don't appear for long periods of time. And sometimes portraits switch. Ooh, he stabbed that one. I missed that the first time we watched this. Ugh. He's all... You know what the grossest part about it is? He's barefoot. That's not gross. And that's not gross. That's gross. Get your nasty, veiny, gross foot looking like overcooked bacon. Get that out of here. Ugh. golly. All the foot fetish guys are like, yeah, slow it down. Go frame by frame, dude. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you show that blueberry taco what you're made of. Yeah, that's it. Step on him. Let him feel the pain in his open gizzard mouth. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to anybody eating lunch right now. Oh, man. He's definitely screwing the door consoles later in the game. Looks like a prune. It looks like a taco full of blueberries. Butt naked on an alien ship. Interesting plot. Yeah. I don't believe this is safe for work anymore. He's just naked. It's just dangling there, I bet. You sick man? Hey, don't you judge me, Meaty Claw. Don't you judge. Oscar says, why? Who's this being directed by? Quentin Tarantino? Game should be played naked for full effect. Oh. Starts with the first early on. Upgrades to the... Oh my gosh. Stop it. Oh. This is a big stretch. I was going to have burrito tacos for lunch. No more. Thanks, Lono. It's not dangling, says Telor. Stop it. You guys stop it. That's my secret, Cap. I'm always naked. If the Avengers were in a nudist colony, you know? That's my secret, Cap. I'm always naked. Oh my gosh, you guys are just awful. You guys are really bad. If you guys are new, we're normally not like this. I apologize for my own behavior as well as the behavior of chat. If you decide to write a twit longer in 2 years, you know, please be gracious. I don't want to whatever trauma that you just experienced. If you own a PlayStation, you're a Sony fanboy. If you own an Xbox, you're a Microsoft fanboy. If you own both, you're a nerd. Yay. Nerds unite. I'm a nerd. I got both. I mean, he did say I'm exposed. It's like a nerve. I bet it looks like a wiener. Stop it. I can't even read the rest of that sentence. I can't read the rest of that. Here comes Blueberry Taco Face. Blown him to bits. Now I gotta go back and rewind. You don't want to. I wouldn't do that. It's ill-advised. The Hulk, remember when he was talking about suiting up? Oh yeah, he feels exposed like a nerve. Yep. Your name is Blueberry Taco Face? It's metaphorical. Your name's Taser Face? It's metaphorical. For what? Your name's Blueberry Taco Face? What if you have a PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, and a PC? Am I the Uber nerd? I'm an Uber nerd. I have all of those. I've even got a PlayStation 4 Pro and an Xbox One. Yeah, man. Is it weird that I'm hungry all of a sudden? No, it's not weird. Zubair says something completely different that I can't read out loud. Jiminy Christmas. If you're just tuning in, we're checking out Scorn gameplay. The Scorn release date was confirmed on Twitter yesterday by the official account. They said they are still on track for an October release of this year, October of 2022. Scorn is an Xbox exclusive. Look at this guy with the reflection. Well, you might want to back up next time, you dingus. Just don't go sticking into door holes. It's the American dream, you know? Doors open when you do that. Doors open for you, Eugene, when you do what he just did. It's the corporate ladder. That's what this game is. It's social commentary. What have I walked into? Teddy! It's our long-lost teddy bear! My Switch is an OLED and my Stream Deck will be here tomorrow, so I guess I'm the ultra uber nerd. Scorn, man messed around and found out when cheating on his alien wife. He has to find his missing friend, whom she has taken from him in revenge. Nice of you to wake up from your afternoon nap. Yeah. He's got to rest up, man. Teddy's going to be back for all of 2 seconds and get hit with old man jokes. He'll never come back. He's like, I was literally back for no time at all. If you guys have never been here before, let me pause the gameplay really quickly. Typically, we are in this scene doing a gaming talk show. I am safe for work. This game's not exactly safe for work. But typically, we're in this scene. This morning, we talked about Hogwarts Legacy and how it might get PlayStation exclusive treatment, custom items, cosmetics, and things like that. Right now, we're checking out Scorn gameplay. Apparently, they scrapped everything they had built in 2018, so it has only been in development for about 4 years. It is on track to release this year, 2022, in October, according to their own Twitter feed yesterday. That's why we're covering it. We wanted to give Xbox a little bit of love. An game is coming out this year and it's not getting delayed. I kid. Right, we wanted to give Xbox some love. It hasn't been a good year for you guys, and this actually looks like a pretty good little indie title. The more I watch, the more I think it's actually going to be a fun little game. I don't necessarily think it's for everybody. It's not going to be fast-paced, high-intensity. It's not aimed at being that. It seems more like that slow burn, kind of creepy, environmental. Love your videos. I'm a fan. Yeah. Hang on, I gotta report you for spam. These guys with their usernames, free gift cards on my channel, and they leave the most generic comments ever. Safe for work in quotes, that's right. This game can get you a bit of trypophobia. Oh, now I have to look that up. Hang on. Trypophobia. That makes me think of Trixan's Gloria. It refers to a strong fear or disgust of closely packed holes. Thanks for that. It's an aversion to the sight of irregular patterns or clusters of small holes or bumps. Trypophobia. Golly. I have that and I hate it. Well, I just got diagnosed. I thought I was just going to watch a YouTube video today, but I got a diagnosis for my problem, babe. Can you please put that salt shaker down? You know what that does to me. And no, I don't want waffles. Fuzzy, I'm ashamed of you. I hereby revoke your nerd status. You're just a Sony fanboy with extra steps. The poll is tricky. If it was a story-based first-person game, then I'd say it looks great. If it's an FPS where gunplay is important, then I'm not sold. I don't think the gunplay is an important part. It feels like a slow burn. It's kind of puzzle-solving, according to the key features that we read. We read the key features about the game. I don't think this is supposed to be a fast-paced shooter. Not meant to be. Safe for work. Atmosphere seems a bit like Hellblade, so does the walking speed, but I played Hellblade recently. I don't see it being reminiscent of Hellblade at all. I guess I have trypophobia as well. My brother has that. He stopped and refused to play Deep Rock Galactic with me after I bought it for him because of he doesn't like patterns of holes? Well, he's getting whooped up here. In this context, salt shakers is not a thing. I repeat, not a thing. If you're not a member, we are doing a members-only stream this afternoon. It's a Thursday throwdown. and it gives you an opportunity to hang out with us, ask me questions that are kind of like off the usual cuff, off the usual, you know. Feels more like Dead Space 1. It kind of feels like a Dead Space atmospheric game, you know. This guy's out here like, step into my body and be reborn. Scorn. I'm just kidding. I'm so sorry.
That was the worst. Happy hour.
That would be terrible. My wife is suggesting day drinking.
Happy hour.
She said Thirsty Thursday, happy hour. Oh, you want to go get some drinks?
Any hour, happy hour.
Any hour's happy hour if you own the booze.
It only takes 5 to
Put that on a t-shirt. Oh man, I'm not an alcoholic, chat.
Sorry for that loud laughing in your ear. I know you're used to it, but it's the worst. Now let's hear him huff and puff.
Why do you have to do that?
Oh, they thought it was you.
No, they didn't. They could see me. I was scratching my eyeball.
That's gross.
What? My eyes itching is
Off
gross.
camera, please. That's disgusting.
Oh,
Ooh.
do it. Whoa, golly.
See, the huffing and puffing. Can they hear me?
Why are you doing that? You doing sound effects for my eating?
Wait for him to choke.
Hang on. Are you ready?
Okay.
Do it.
Wait for him to choke on his spit, guys. The juice of an apple. I'm not calling for help if you do. Did you guys see how he turned to the microphone to laugh in it? To break his eardrums? See? He did it again.
I have a phobia of people touching their eyeballs. Sorry.
Thank you, that's gross. Anything else? I just need to figure it out.
Discord, hello? What's the matter in Discord?
Maybe Discord saying hello to you.
You can hear everything? I know you can. So can the stream. Can we get Madam to do a breakdown of this trailer, like a 30-second preview? She'll probably say it's gross.
Is it still the preview? It's still going on?
Yeah, it's gameplay.
Alright, so you're welcome. You don't have to actually purchase the game because you watch the entire game right here for free. So you're welcome. Don't waste your time. What are you, inside someone's stomach?
Preview, you play inside a butthole. Well, stomach's pretty close, yeah. I think you turn this down for Scorn back on. Okay, she left. Oh, man. See, that right there, my wife coming in and doing that. That right there is why you should become a member and help us make her play Elden Ring. And then be sure to watch a Friday night stream where I play games with her. We're also entertaining the idea of allowing Tier 2 members to submit games in the Discord where we raffle, and then we have to play the games that you submitted on a Friday night. You like the concept and the graphics? I could see myself literally playing this just to have the laughs and the grossness and the you know, and be it's creepy. Do we know if there's puzzles? Yeah, it does. It says it's puzzly. Where'd those key gameplay features go? It says, like, it's a maze-like structure with rooms and paths to discover. It won't show any sympathy. I don't know if they use the word puzzles, though. It seems like it's just going to be sort of mazy. I wonder if they'll show any other regions. Yeah, it looks like when he goes outside, there's going to be like a big shift in like, you know, theme. Maybe he's traveling. Maybe he's getting a suit or something. I don't know. Like, because you are, it seems like you are walking around, you know, butt naked. Curious how samey the game will look. Right. Didn't they say the different regions were very disparate? Did they say that? Scorn takes place in an open-ended world with different interconnected regions. Each region is a maze-like structure with various rooms and paths to discover. All the storytelling happens in-game with no cutscenes to distract you from the grisly reality of the living, breathing world that you're in. But keep your eyes open. The game won't show you any sympathy if you miss something important on your uneasy travels. Everything has a reason and a purpose. You just need to work out what it is. Yeah, so it just says that there's interconnected regions, and that they're kind of mazy. What's my naked foot's purpose? I don't think you have anything on. I think when he goes out to that machine outside, I think you're gonna get like a suit or something. We've covered this for about an hour. Could we get 26 more likes in the first hour? If we can get 26 more likes and get 200 likes on the video, that'd be so helpful. Yeah, Borderlands 3 is free today in the Epic Games Store, guys. If you ever use the Epic Games Store to buy anything, be sure to use my code Lono. Playtime will be 10 hours. I'd say 8 to 10. I mean, they haven't said, but just looking at the style, I would think it would take you a while to do some of this. I don't know. Maybe this could be just a real quick 6 hour. My playtime is going to be 0. I'm not down with the butt nakedness. 10 hours is just reloading. Yeah, the reloading is really slow. I think it's by design, though. It's not run and gun, and not at all. It seems more slow and methodical. I always know my videos are in the right funnels when I'm getting hit by bots. If you're just tuning in, we're checking out Scorn gameplay. The Scorn release date was confirmed by the developers on Twitter. And so we decided to cover this. It's an indie horror game coming to Xbox exclusively this October. You get 4 hours in and then you restart a different game. You can't waste all that dev time on previous iterations. Yeah, the game has been in development for about 4 years. Apparently they had to scrap everything they had been working on in 2018, they said in a post. Uh, 50-person company, Ebb Software, EBB, Ebb, like ebb and flow, Ebb Software, 50-person company. Yeah, announced in 2014. It was meant to launch August of 2021, delayed to this year. Microsoft gave an update on Activision, says it's moving fast, halfway done. We could include that in the Reforge radio show. One of the benefits of being an indie dev, there's zero chance you scrap it and start again. Right. Yeah, it was announced in 2014. They scrapped everything in 2018. It was meant to launch in 2021. And they're now set to launch this October. We need 11 more likes on the vid. If you guys have enjoyed the coverage today, be sure and smash that like button. It helps it helps this video. This video will probably actually do really well the shorter we keep it, if I'm honest. Have you heard about multiverses yet? Yeah. We've not covered multiverses. I've not had much to say just yet. If you've hit subscribe today and you've never been here before, I do a talk show like this Monday through Friday. This morning we covered Hogwarts Legacy. Right now we're covering Scorn, and I am safe for work. If you enjoy this kind of content, it's almost like a video game podcast you can throw on in the background. You can subscribe in confidence. You don't got to worry about the kind of language I'm going to be using on the stream. We covered all kinds of things this week. Just to give you a recap, if you weren't here, I think the Fortnite live event leaks point to more work being done by Fortnite on an MMORPG. God of War Ragnarok release date. We talked about that yesterday, an update about the hiring for marketing. We covered V-Rising gameplay. PlayStation Plus, huge news of getting 85 plus games when it launches. The 505 Games Showcase, we covered that. The Fall Guys announcement, and we entertained the idea that Xbox Game Pass might be bad for indie games after a couple of reports. We covered all that this week. And so make sure you're subscribed with the bell button pressed. Make sure you're checking your subscription feed every day. Sometimes I'm not on your homepage or your recommended feed, and when that happens, you're going to want to check your subscription feed or my channel. I'm live every single day. We do have members-only streams periodically. We do them on Friday nights with my wife, and that's why we're trying to push membership so hard, because once we hit 600 members, she has to play Elden Ring, and we have really, really enjoyed those Friday night streams. So there'll be one of those tomorrow night. We're entertaining the idea of letting higher tier members put games in the Discord. We'll run a raffle and play 3 or 4 of them on a Friday, so you can pick the games we play. Doesn't have to be co-op or 2-player, any game, because we can take turns. And every Thursday afternoon, we do a little bit of a Thursday throwdown. So if you're not a member right now, you might want to consider clicking that join button, or you can type !join in the chat. For $5 a month, you get 2 extra streams a week, you get a badge, you get emotes, and potentially when we launch that feature. Also, once a month is community game night. This month we did Halo Infinite. It didn't go that well, but next month should be huge. With Fall Guys going free to play and being on every platform except for mobile, we are really looking forward to that. That one might end up being something we do a couple of times in a row. We might not even make you wait. I could have my wife come down and join me and take turns playing, and we could do some private matches. It could be a blast. Do me a favor if you haven't done so already. Smash the like button. We only need 5 more likes. I am going to go ahead. Where do you set the... Oh, I was going to say, where do you set the time? What is going on? I'm going to go ahead and schedule the members-only stream. And redirect... I can't do auto. That's right. I can't do... Yeah, I can't do it the way we typically do it. I can't do it the way that we typically do it. We have to shut down and head over there or whatever. Yo, what's good, Kenneth? I switched my sub to this channel and to the Reforge Update channel. Yo, thank you, Kenneth. The 2 places you really want to have membership is here on Reforge Gaming and on Reforge Radio. Reforge Radio is no longer getting into politics and religion and cultural issues. It is now a gaming news show. It enables us to cover all of the latest gaming news that's out there. Like the God of War stuff that broke today. We can cover that over on Reforge Radio. We're going to go over there this afternoon. And be able to enjoy covering that, as well as some other big news things that hit. Let me whet your appetite. There's a bunch of stuff coming about God of War, accessibility. There was a Lost Ark thing that happened. There is reports coming out about who's going to be the lead protagonist in Jedi Fallen Order. Stuff going on with Battlefield 2042 and its player counts, game mode player counts. So all of that is going to be covered today on Reforge Radio. But what I want to do now, the last couple of weeks, we have not given, I don't think, enough time to the members for your members only Thursday throwdown. It's been kind of shorter because we're going over to Reforge Radio. So I want to give the members a little bit more time today. And this game was great to cover, but we've gone for about an hour and we're just kind of running out of stuff to say, which is understandable. I think real quick 1 hour coverage of a game like this is totally fine. We did about 2 hours this morning on Hogwarts. I was going to try and play more V Rising, but I looked at the time and I was like, well, I could play for maybe an hour to an hour and a half. Viewership might not be so hot. And then I just want members to have a little bit more time today because we've had a lot of new members join. So members have a hard time getting notified when we do this sort of thing. So I'm going to do a community post that should ping everybody. We are also going to experiment with members only premieres just to see if a premiere pings the members a little bit stronger. We will try that tomorrow to alert everybody about Friday night playing with my wife. We'll do that like, I don't know, 10 minutes maybe before just to see if it helps. Will my radio member count towards Madam versus Elden Ring? Well, Soul, you have a membership here right now. You have a green name. We want to hit 600 members on Reforge Gaming. The memberships on Reforge Radio, we mainly wanted those people to shift their memberships from the big channel. A lot of people had memberships here on Gaming and on the big channel. We just want you to shift them from the big channel that's now First Look. Shift it over to the smaller Reforge Radio channel. We want to see about 200 members there. We'll start doing Madam streams there as well. Those streams are going to be a little bit different. They won't be gameplay, but it will be fun. It'll be her kind of roasting people up and having a good time. So we mainly want to see membership on this channel go up. If you can only do membership in one place, we prefer it here. I mean, if you prefer it to be on radio, that's your call. Radio, you can do daily call-ins as a member if you've got a hot take or something about gaming news. And then every Monday will be a Madam stream where she'll roast up the members that have submitted their own gameplay or gameplay of me. She's going to be just watching what you submit. It'll be really, really fun. But I think we offer a little bit more here on Gaming. Every Thursday, I'm about to redirect you to the members only AMA, and then every Friday night playing games with my wife with a once a month community game night. So I think you get a little bit more here on Gaming just because we're here more often. We spend a little bit more time on this channel. So I'm going to redirect you guys to the members only stream. If you're not a member, you won't be able to watch unless you click join. So consider this an opportunity to maybe be like, $5 a month, let me check this out and see what this is like. And then you can push us closer to that goal. If you can't afford a membership, I totally understand. We're doing 2 or 3 shows a day on this channel for complete, just totally free. So you're getting anywhere from 10 to sometimes 14 streams a week on this channel for nothing. We do 2 extra streams a week for the members. That's really the only thing that tends to drive membership on YouTube, and we have to do that because we do not run advertisements. We're not a very big channel, and so we really need those membership numbers to just continue to go up. We are still continuing to try to rebuild after everything that has happened and all the just dramatic changes we've had to make. We have still not gotten to where we need to be, and so that's why we started creating incentives to become a member. And we hope you guys are enjoying those our incentives. And right now we're even kicking around the idea of motivating people to be like, hey, tier 2 might be worth it. I'm going to upgrade. And then you can, throw games in the Discord to make Madam and I play them. We may launch that next week. We want to be careful with that. We want to make sure that can scale. I don't want somebody upgrading and feeling like they don't get the benefit of upgrading. So we're thinking through how that would work. Tentatively right now, that's how we're thinking it through. We can discuss that over in the members only stream too if you guys want to brainstorm. It keeps declining me from joining today. Yeah, sometimes people have trouble with that. It might be because they're trying to launch gifted memberships. Certain people are getting gifted memberships and they don't even realize it. And I think one of the reasons when that stops working is because gifted memberships is about to come. So maybe I'm about to get it. I don't know. So, okay, I'm going to end this stream and redirect. Don't forget, I'm going to tell you what. If you can't come, if you're one of the non-members and you cannot come to the members-only stream and you can't do it, you can't do the membership right now, I'm going to put a link in chat, and that is to the radio stream this afternoon. So members, do not click the link in chat. Members, don't click the link in chat. You will get a ping and a community post. So the link in chat is for non-members that want to go wait for radio to start in a couple hours, okay? So the link in chat's for Reforge Radio. If you're a member, the link in chat is not for you, okay? I'm going to redirect you guys. I'll see you over there in just a moment for the members-only stream.